Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to actually hit the record button this time. So the point of today's video, let me go ahead and get up to height. I basically max it out at about 165, so let me go ahead and get up. The goal is to try and get, I basically maxed it out to 170, so that's fine. The goal is to try to get clearer video. I noticed in the last video that I had a good bit of motion blur. And what I'm learning is just from research and stuff, and of course Googling and AIing and chat GPTing and all the other AI applications. A lot of motion blur comes from, depending on if you have filters on. I was using some filters before, and my understanding is now that the filters will actually slow the shutter speed down, which can cause motion blur. I think there's a thing called a CP filter. If you'll notice, the greens are now, they're greener than the first video. And I'm hoping that there's not as much blur. I also did learn that camera control is very important. You can't just put the thing in sport mode and zoom by everything. I think you can do that if you're doing maybe 60 frames per second. But for the most part, I think camera control. So that's what today's video is for, is to try to learn a little bit of camera control. And for some reason, I keep getting signal interference when I'm back this way. So again, this is the lake by the house. Well, what used to be a lake by the house. Now they're saying that, you know, it's going to be 20 years before they rebuild it because there was something wrong with the levee, and now the Corps of Engineers is saying it's 20 years before they can rebuild. So yeah, goes the, you know, we bought this property out here so that we could be next to a lake, and there was a whole sailing community and everything, and that is now pretty much gone. So I'm going to give a little top-down view. I'm still at 168 feet, but this is a little bit better bird's eye. And again, the goal here is control and trying to get better quality video. And everything I'm reading, basically, it comes down to practice and learning how cameras actually work and how drones actually move, and movement in relation to footage and all of that. And so I have a little friend that came visit me right now, the cat, which apparently is bleeding from her back for some reason. Anyway, as usual, I'm trying to stay off of neighbors' property and stuff like that, so it's crazy. I actually thought a buzzer I saw a buzzer and I thought it was the actual drone, mistakenly. But here's our place, and we'll start coming down. I'm coming down about a foot a second, pretty much, or faster, about 5 feet a second. And I have visual now. Let's slow our descent down some and watch those trees. And I should be clear here to start coming down and maybe get a little bit closer shot of the ducks. Let's slow down. They're a little bit weird when they hear, you see them already running. When they hear the drone, it's weird. They freak out. Like they'll go in their little house. It's kind of strange. But there's a view of our ducks. 3 of them got out today, and if you didn't know, ducks are like pack animals. They stay together all the time. So they're not as wigged out this time by the drone, which is cool. Did I just see? It almost looked like there was one out. Let's go, let me ease up right here and spin right here, because I thought I just saw one out. Back up a little bit and spin all the way around. You see how they kind of freak out a little bit? I thought I just saw one in this. That is one of the ducks. They got out again. So let's go rescue the ducks. I'm not sure where they're getting out of, but apparently one of the ducks has made its way out again. This morning there were 3. But you see, drones are good for something. It can't get back in. It's trying to figure out how to get back in, but it can't. Okay, I'm gonna go help the duck. So let's turn back around here. I'm at 11 feet in height, so I probably need to come up some. And we will go like this, and we'll make it back to our little area here. And we'll ease on over. Oh, a little bit of turbulence, but we'll set her down right here. Let's turn her around. And down, and we have a landing. All right, let's go rescue our duck now.